name is Tina Brown. I'm here to watch Tracy Mathenberg's speech today.
Good afternoon, I'm Tracy Mathenberg. I'm here today to give my persuasive speech. My topic is the health, physical, and spiritual effects of alcohol abuse in the world today. My goal today is to persuade you to abstain from drinking alcohol and show that sober living is a great solution, pleasing to God, and helps us all live more abundant and fruitful lives. Worldwide, around 2.6 million deaths were caused by alcohol in 2019. Let me tell you a short story about a young girl named Jennifer and how alcohol affected her life. Jennifer had her first glass of champagne at a family wedding when she was 11 years old. By the time she was 13, she was drinking beer with friends on Saturday nights. By the time she was 15, she was locking herself in her room and drinking alone during the week when she was supposed to be getting ready for school or doing her homework. At first, drinking seemed exciting, but before long, it became something she had to do to get through the week. Jennifer wasn't old enough to drive, but was already alcohol dependent. You may or may not realize it, but alcohol abuse causes severe health, physical, family, and spiritual problems around our planet. I have an inside perspective of the effects of this because I am a recovering addict. I've also gained additional knowledge in my pursuit of my degree in psychology with a focus on addiction and recovery here at Liberty. Hopefully, you value the fact you are a fearfully and wonderfully made creation of God, and you understand the devastating effects alcohol can have. It is my hope after today you consider whether consuming alcohol is even necessary for you to do. Let's get started with this topic that's near to God's heart. First, let's discuss the severe health and physical problems that come from alcohol abuse. Here, with my visual aid, you can see that alcohol kills 2.6 million people per year. Out of those 2.6 million people, 2 million of those people are men. 600,000 of those people per year are women. Also, 400 million people in total acquire a alcohol use disorder, or AUD for short. Out of all the people that consume alcohol throughout their lifetime, there are 7 different types of cancers that are attributed to alcohol consumption. Alcohol is a proven carcinogen that's been scientifically proven, and you can see that it causes cancer anywhere from the mouth to the esophagus, to breast cancer, liver cancer, throat cancer, your voice box, and there are 1 or 2 others as well. Now that we've discussed health and physical effects, let me move on to its effects on family dynamics. Alcohol abuse also has tremendous effects not just on the one consuming the alcohol, but the entire family as well. Just in the United States, 11 million children under the age of 18 have at least one alcoholic parent. Alcohol abuse frequently leads to arguments, which lead to family violence that can often lead to failed marriages and or broken homes for children. Children of parents who abuse alcohol can end up with mental health issues such as depression, anxiety, and low self-esteem. Children, not only are the parents impacted by those 3 things, but children are as well. Let's now talk about the spiritual implications of alcohol abuse. There are many occurrences in the Bible warning about the sinful implications of drinking alcohol. Genesis 9:20 through 23 cautions us against being drunk by the story of Noah and how he became drunk, laid naked in his tent, and his son Ham found him and mocked him for being naked in his tent. God cursed Ham's descendants for doing that to Noah. In 2 Samuel 13:28 through 29, it tells us the story of King David's son, Amnon, who was murdered by his own brother, Absalom, for raping their sister Tamar while being drunk. This story described how drunkenness can lead to sexual immorality and violence. Isaiah 5:11 through 12 speaks of how disrespectful it is to God to get up early in the morning and stay up late drinking and completely ignoring God, his creation, and all that he does for us. Let's recap why I simply don't believe drinking alcohol is worth it. As we've discussed, alcohol abuse is a serious worldwide crisis and has been for centuries. Not only are there severe health and physical consequences, alcohol abuse regularly destroys not only individual lives, but family lives as well. God's word has shown us from the beginning in the book of Genesis that alcohol abuse leads to sin and advises us against getting drunk. We are called as believers and followers of Christ to do better when we know better and be an example for others. I encourage all to consider this. After hearing me today, do you believe God prefers you to drink? Furthermore, and secondly, is drinking alcohol something you really need to do, or could you see yourself not drinking at all to avoid sin altogether? Thank you for your time, and God bless you.